Well, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Gray here. We're back. It's day number 349 of the free-to-play account series here in Marvel Future Fight. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for being here. Congrats on the memberships, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll have a few more coming, and I'll put those in the thumbnail when we pass those out in a couple days or whatever. But I wanted to get you guys that are here early watching that countdown every morning. So congrats, guys, and thank you again for being part of this community. All right, guys. We got another crazy live stream lined up for you today. I don't know if you're ready. We're going to go over those patch notes. Yes, we are. We're going to talk about those patch notes. Yes, we are. And then we're going to do some stuff and some things, and it's going to be fantastic. So strap in, and let's get started. But before we do, what's up, G Varun? Thanks for being here, brother. What's up, Sun Wukong? Good to see you. Blaze, what's going on? Minix, what's going on? Varun Singh, what's up, dude? Charles, good to see you, bro. LH, thanks for being here, homie. Appreciate you. Peter, what's going on, dude? Sun Wukong, what's happening, dude? I think you got two. Shh, don't tell the others. Lancelot, what's going on, man? Kenneth, good to see you, bro. Thanks for being here. Who else we got hanging out? Hey, Lucas, Rafa, the King, Bubble, and Terrell. Thanks for being here, guys. Congrats on the memberships. Dom, what's happening, brother? Thanks for coming and hanging out. INL, what's up, dude? Good to see you as always. Anyone else hanging out? Third City, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Ron, what's happening, brother? Thanks for being here. And I think we got just about everyone, if I'm not mistaken. If I missed you, sorry. Snowy, Frosty, what up? And Max, what up, boyos? Let's grab our free stuff here really quick. Let a few people pile into the live stream before we start talking about the patch notes. And then we'll dive right into that stuff and break down the whole thing. Looks interesting. I love this, how we speculate about everything. Like, you know, whatever, 10, 12, 14 hours before it's all here. It's hilarious. But hey, what's community? It's about having fun. So that's what we're going to do every time. We're going to speculate. Let's refresh this thing. Why'd I back out of here? What a weenie. What we got? Bam, what we got is no tokens. That's what we got. Yo, what up, Jermaine? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we got no Tokies, but this is okay because we got some tier formats and stuff instead. So that's all right. Let's jump into the emblem collection here. What do we got? We haven't seen tier formats in a little bit, but that's okay, man. Daily rewards are daily rewards, and they are delicious. What else we got going on? The Alliance here. Check in. Donate, and we are back to regular donation today. So yeah. I'm going to save my 80 mementos. You have a little bit. I would suggest you do the same. Save them for the next double donation. We got that challenge, man. I'm watching it. I need to use this thing. We got 2 days, 9 hours. Go ahead and fill that, man, right quick. Boom. Who's got 100 of these for a support? Dude, that's just wild. That means you're running world event every day, but you're not using what you're getting from it. You're like only using the high tier ones. Yeah, that's why I'm always weird. What's up, Chad? That's why I'm always weird. Like it's gonna stop early, because it does. It like stops the day of the event, which feels like a day early, but it's not, because the event update, excuse me, the patch technically goes live today, right? So it's weird, or sort of. It actually goes live tomorrow for everybody, I think. That like includes me. It doesn't. The servers don't come back up till like midnight, if I'm lucky. Usually like 1 or 2 a.m. the next day. We'll get there, Kenneth. Hey, we'll get there, man. Let's see. Let's get some bam. Well, we're doing good on the bam, man. Let's just grab some feathers. Why not? We may be building a mutant here soon. Actually, no, he's not a mutant, is he? He better not be. I mean, he's not. So he doesn't take feathers, right? Weird. Weird. Anyways, let's see here. Dude, that is wild. I didn't notice that. Is that real, INL? We're going to take a look at that. That's crazy. I didn't even notice that. I don't think anyone did. Did anyone mention that yet? Let's see here. We're good there, good there, good there. Let's get out of here. We're getting held up. I'm getting moved on to the next thing in my brain, and we're not even there yet. Let's grab some of this stuff, send out our points. Real Avengers assemble. Let's grab what we got in here. We got a little bit of gold for AC. I think we got third. It was a pretty heated match, though. That was pretty wild. So good job, everybody that hung in there and participated. Nice 125 carbo. Nice 3-star artifact. Let's go. Good way to start the day. Hopefully you guys got that coupon put in. I posted it in the announcements for MFF last night. If you're in the Discord and you're not seeing certain things or certain channels, make sure you grabbed the MFF role from the roles portion up at the top of the Discord. You can select whether you want to see like Path of Exile announcements, Marvel Future Fight announcements, and you need to make sure you're getting the Marvel Future Fight tags. But yeah, went ahead and put that coupon in there. It was bad, so don't worry about it. It was a 6-star character selector, so if you're brand new to the game, I hope you got it. If you're not, don't. I mean, like, I wouldn't worry either way. We need some bios for someone, I guess. Who? I don't know. Let's go with Destroyer. Yes, indeed. Destroyer. All right, that looks good. And then I think I actually got some stuff. I think I let something expire. Look at that. That was so close. We almost lost 35 bios, guys. Suboptimal account. Trash it. Trash it. And our account goes in the bin. What is this? Oh, a web shop ad. Connect to the web shop and acquire 100 crystals. First time only. I don't know if I got those. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, get your 10 million gold. This is good. Do that. Do those things. Listen to what that tells you to do. Also, guys, a lot of people are going to ask over and over again, when does maintenance start? When does maintenance start? Bio, you got this right here. It's going to tell you exactly when maintenance starts. So there you go. Keep your eyes on that countdown if you're wondering when the maintenance begins. All right, boyos. That's it for the inbox. We got some people here. We got a few people here. I think we can go ahead and get started, man. We could talk about these patch notes. Everybody else can kind of catch up. Look, it's so dry the day before an update, bro. What up, Doom? What up, Zim? What's going on, guys? Ghost Freak, what's happening, guys? Thanks for coming and chilling today. Let's do this thing, man. Let's jump over to the patch notes here. I got them queued up somewhere. Let's see. Let's try this one right here. Hey. I think we got it, folks. All right, boyos, let's dive into this thing. This is going to take a minute. Let's get started. Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Meet the powerful team of heroes, or machines, built for combat and control. In this update details, we are introducing a uniform for Loki. He'll be receiving a Tier 4 and a new uniform, which you'll be able to pick up if you are an Ultra BA patient player that has been waiting to use a uniform ticket for a month and 2 weeks. And that's going to wrap up the patch notes, guys. So I hope that this update's good for you guys. I know it's going to be good for me. I'll be grabbing that Loki uniform. And yeah, ABX scores should skyrocket. And really all around, I think it's a good update. I'd say a W. All right, no, for real though. Let's get into this thing. Ultron, Vision, Destroyer, and Sentinel. All those boyos, man. Getting tier 4s, getting new uniforms. This thing's cracked. A lot of people are like disappointed that we got all these tier 4s. It is tough that they're all universal. I can't spin that so that it's not like frustrating. But it is what it is. Maybe it's an opportunity to not build every tier 4 right out the gate. Maybe it's an opportunity to take a break, maybe be selective. Maybe that just sucks and cry about it. But the tier 4 thing, I can't feel bad for people. We've been begging for this. So when they give it to us, let's not be salty, right? I do think, though, with the books, with the Universal books, that's crazy. But yeah, if you can't tier 4 them all, don't tier 4 them all. Tier 4 the most important ones, that's my suggestion. Or that. Anyways, a bunch more words, but we'll get into what all this is. Let's just get started. We got Ultron first. Ultron, supervillain, machine, evil, other male destruction. All right, so his uniform effects, he's got... And you know what? I'm going to set this up a different way here. Let's be... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're cooking now, boyos. We're cooking now. All right, we're going to grab Ultron over here, too, so I can compare things 1-to-1 for you guys in case we have any questions. I don't think I need to. That's why I didn't have this set up. We're not going to worry too much about this got increased by 5% or 10% because a lot of these uniforms getting upgraded are so ancient and so balls that don't even worry about what they had. It doesn't really matter. I can't even find my boy Ultron. Oh, because we tier 2'd them. We tier 2'd these two. Anyhow, let's get rolling. I don't know if his tier 3 changed. Tier 3? Yeah. No. Apologies. One more thing here. There we go. Nope. Should be the same. It got a little increase. It looks like 80% chance to penetrate. Maybe he had that with Infinity Ultron. Let's check. Probably. There we go. Now we got things in the right place. No, he actually goes up to a 80% chance to penetrate with his tier 3 skill. Otherwise, I think it's mostly the same. Nothing too crazy. Plus, it doesn't really matter for a PvP character. His leader, all basics by 65. That's going to be bumped up from 55, so 10%. I said I wasn't going to do that, and here I am doing it. Well, hey, I pulled up Ultron over here. I might as well. He's got the passive here. The tier 2 passive was reworked, and it no longer gives him ignore dodge. Instead, it now gives the skill damage, bonus damage, which have been increased. Decreases basic damage, stays the same, but he gets a revive. So Ultron getting a revive, which is crazy on his base kit. Pretty wild, man. That really is like a pretty sizable change. But we'll see how impactful it is as we move on. Second passive, we've got crit damage increased by 50%, 40% HP, and guaranteed crit rate by 30%, which is just a small increase on the HP, it looks like. And that's it. Looking at the 1, very, very boring. Looking at the 2, what in the F is going on? But that's okay. We'll get into all this. But I cannot help but say this skill looks like it's a misprint. This skill looks like they left out 3 of the abilities that be right here. It is just weird that we've got iframe ignore here, but then like nothing, right? But part of the reason for that is that he got doubled up iframe ignore. He got this as an iframe ignore, which he did not have before. So he's got a 100% chance to ignore targeting with the 2, but then he also has his artifact, which gives him a chance to ignore targeting with all of his skills. So the skill with the heal and stuff and invincible on the 4 skill and stuff, it can ignore iframe, but it's not guaranteed to. So it looks to me like what is intended to happen here is he's supposed to attack in with the 2. It's supposed to trigger his artifact, give him ignore iframe on his other skills, and then move into the 4 to give himself the heal, invincible, the buff, blah, 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 blah. How it goes. Of course, the elephant in the room here, I'll skip some of the rest of the minor changes here. The elephant in the room is that there's no penetration on anything but his tier 3 here. And so that is interesting. Everyone's bummed about it, rightfully so, I suppose. We'll see how it plays out with the revive, with skill priority, you know, with just him being part of a team. We'll see. But no, he's not going to be like a standalone powerhouse. But this is what I was talking about with expectations, guys. I know it's Ultron. I'll just acknowledge out front that yes, it's Ultron in a very, very powerful version of, you know, who he is. But expecting a native tier 1 character like Ultron, who's super accessible, to get a uniform and go start being what, timeline battle meta, blowing up Team Battle Arena and Otherworld Battle as the main part of a team, maybe, probably not. So I think this is a good example of needing to check your expectations a little bit. But again, I'll acknowledge that Ultron, cool character, big part of the mythos, and also a very powerful version of Ultron, getting kind of a suspect build here. However, guys, I guess we'll talk about that after the patch notes. So let's just move on. That's enough about Ultron. Let's get on to the other things at hand, which are far more exciting here, in my opinion. Talk about vision, superhero, fast movement, machine, durability, creature, female, other. We've got debuff duration decrease, all resistance, basic attacks on the uniform. We've got a pretty nice lead for all basics 45 and all basic defense 25. Not bad. We've got a tier 2 passive for machine allies to remove debuffs, which is fantastic. And then we've got applies to self, basic damage received 45, which is pretty nice, plus sizable skill damage. Bonus damage on the 4-star passive, we've got super armor, increases basic defense, increases all basic defense, excuse me. This is basic damage received, which is very, very powerful. This is basic defense, which is good, right? They're different things. So these aren't stacking, these are different stat lines. And then a proc to become immune to physical damage for 10 seconds and reflect energy damage, okay? This is important, and I think when people talk about and are thinking about vision, and I'm sorry about chat, guys, this is really hard to do this and chat, so just bear with me. Sorry if I'm ignoring important stuff. It's really hard to read and focus on this and read chat. But I think a lot of people are skipping over how valuable this is going to be in the team I'm seeing here. Potentially. It may not be amazing, but it is good, right? He does, vision, she, in this case, does have reflect. Energy damage reflect, up to 100% of max attack, right? And then we've got some basic skill here, nothing to see here. Looks like pretty much nothing to see here. We do have incapacitation on the 2, removes buffs, but no way to actually get in and use that attack, so not sure how that's going to be very relevant. The 3, we've got accumulation. Yeah, and it's when attacking, so it's nice. We can go either way, PvE, PvP. This uniform, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you didn't watch the live stream, if you're a PvE enjoyer, we'll see how things pan out, but I don't think I saw a single combo over 60 hits. So, but I will say we didn't see Sentinel's combo in the live stream. He didn't actually do it. It's fine, but we don't know. I'm pretty sure Sentinel is not going to be the banger PvE character out of this update. I don't think there is one. And the 4, damage immunity, incapacitation. I'm kind of skipping over all these other minor cancels and stuff because trust me, you're not going to be using this character in Alliance battle. And then on the 5, we've got a 30% heal, which is nice. 100% chance to penetrate, invincible, all basics by 40, attack and defense by 40, all speeds, crit rate. This is kind of the big skill, right? This is the one that you would want to attack with, right? Because it's got the penetration, the heal, blah, 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 probably does the most damage. The issue is going to be, obviously, there's no iframe ignore here. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm seeing something I'm not mad at here, and I'll try and do my best to explain it, and it'll obviously be explained over the next couple days. I think they might have kind of cooked here. You gotta, again, Ultron, sorry. But the rest of this, talk about it. This isn't our main damage dealer of the team. This is our support. This is giving all allies, sorry, that's the leadership. This is giving us our machine allies debuff cleanse. And also, I thought there was another support. There is, and we'll get to it. There's another support aspect to Vision. So Vision's more of a support aspect of this team, but I feel like what they've done here is made the support aspects of this team contribute in other ways as well. So they're not just like static supports. I think they're actually going to add some effectiveness to this team in interesting ways. We'll talk more about Vision in just a moment, but for now, let's move on to Destroyer, the mighty Throyer Destroyer. Neutral, creature, no gender, destruction, energy projection, machine. So yeah, World Boss Legend, no, but who was taking Destroyer into World Boss anyways? Looking at the uniform effect, we've got super armor, increase all basic defense by 30, and I believe that changed. That replaced something else, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's even worth pulling up. Again, it's like not, because his old uniform is so old, it doesn't even matter what it did. It just matters what this does, right? So we'll just move on. His first passive of the 3 he's got, his tier 2 passive is going to be all speeds, skill damage, bonus damage, standard stuff just to make him do some damage. His tier 4 passive, I guess it is. I don't know. His second passive skill here reflects 100% of energy damage received, up to 160 of max attack. And I'm interested in this. The way I'm reading this is he decreases energy damage received now by 70%, which is massive. That is massive amount of damage reduction. But when you read reflect, it reads reflects 100% of energy damage received. So it sounds like the calculation reduces the damage first and then bases the reflect off the actual damage the character receives. So though there's an increase here, I think he's going to reflect way more damage, but there like needs to be an increase here if there's an increase here. Because if you increase this, it's going to reduce the amount of reflectable damage, right? Even though I think you take so much damage as a reflect character in PvP, it doesn't even matter. All that matters really is this, because you're going to take so much damage that it'll add up to 160% of your max attack really, really fast. But anyways, just some extra useless information possibly about reflect. Is it off the true damage? Thanks, Doom. So never mind. Interesting. It's just worded kind of poorly then. Because it says like it's going to decrease the damage you receive, and then this is based off the damage you actually receive. But that is really good to know that it's based off of the true damage. If you guys don't know what that means, it means based off of the calculated damage before any reductions or anything like that. So he's going to reflect off the actual total damage of the attacks. Nice. Very nice. Third passive, moving on. An absolutely gargantuan increased HP for machine allies. 55's big. Alex said it's the highest in the game. I'm not gonna pretend like I knew that. Is it? Because dang, let's go. Seems like it. It's very, very big. I just couldn't confirm that it is the largest in the game, but I'll take my dude at his word. That is huge. It is machine allies only, but 55 is massive, and it does apply to Destroyer. His skills are relatively uninteresting, except that he does have some juice here. He just doesn't have iframe ignore, right? So he's got on the 3, he only has 4 active skills because he has 3 passives, if you're new to this. So he's a bit different than other characters. His 3rd skill has the 30% heal, which is really nice. Invincible for 5 seconds, very nice. And a nice Fury buff, but no iframe ignore. So he's gonna have to like sneak this in somewhere, which may be how this works, I think Alex talked about this a bit with skill priority and stuff. They may be able to just kind of like sneak these skills in for a second, a millisecond rather, which is enough to receive the heal, receive the invincible, and receive the buff, which is what he really needs, because all this character's trying to do is stand there, hold up his hammer, and get punched in the face by energy damage. That's the idea. So looking pretty interesting, and I'm actually really excited to see how this Destroyer upgrade pans out. And then we've also got damage immunity here. And then the other thing to note is the increased basic damage by 120% for 2 attacks. And I believe this is what was on some other thing and then moved around. And it was reduced a little bit or whatever. But it shouldn't affect people's experience with Destroyer very much because nobody's really experiencing Destroyer, like I said. So we'll see how his kit works out. It looks pretty interesting to me, though. I'm excited. Yeah. Interesting, but not fair if you got to use the leadership too. Not fair. And then we've got Sentinel. Stark Sentinels Mark II, super villain, machine, evil, other, no gender, destruction. I am going to pull this guy up. I think this is interesting because I do want to pull up Nimrod, and I want to take a look at some of these changes because, guys, this is kind of the star of the show here. Which semi-premium character, you know, we get it. All right. But the differences between Nimrod, which was a cool uniform when we got it, man, that was fun, and our new upgraded Sentry. So our uniform effect is so much better. We got all basics by 35, super armor, increased defense by 30, and immunity to Mind Blast, going from 10% all basics and Mind Blast immunity. So big upgrade there. First tier 2 passive implies self-immunity to mind control, increases skill damage, bonus damage, decreases basic damage received. No need for comparison, it's probably just improved. Whoa, no. Wait. We moved some stuff around like crazy here. They did some interesting stuff. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna break all that down. This is gonna take so long anyways. They moved a bunch of stuff around on his kit. This is like a major rework from what I can see for the most part here. But yeah. Immunity, mind control, skill damage, bonus damage, blah, blah, blah. This one, the Mutant Suppressor passive, his 4-star, increases basic damage dealt to mutant characters by 100%, decreases basic damage received from mutant characters by 60%, and that should stack with this, so that should be a total of 85% basic damage received from mutant characters reduced, which is crazy. And then he's also got a 25% rate when hit to become immune. I'm confused about this, just super confused. The way Alex described it, it sounded too good to me. I know it's not, but we'll see how it applies. Does it take each activation rate when hit, 5-second cooldown for 6 seconds? You just become immune? How can that be possible? Because you would just become immune all the time to the damage you're taking for 5 seconds. I mean, with a 5-second cooldown on a 6-second timer, this is indefinitely. Oh, there's a 3-second window. It can only reactivate 3 seconds after. Oh no, if it gets stripped, it reactivates after 3 seconds. But it can be penetrated, I'm guessing. That was what I was thinking, Blaze. It's either for one, but it's not. It's a 6-second duration. I think it can be penetrated. I think that's what's going on here and why this isn't just staggeringly good, because I think this can be penetrated, I'm sure, like any other immunity. That's my guess. And that's because if this was just like, I'm immune to whatever damage you're doing, that would not, that would be insane. So, yeah. Yeah, it gets penetrated, right? So there you go. That's the idea. Which means I don't know how much you're going to even notice that, because most PvP characters are just going to penetrate the immunity. However, it could pop off at an important time and not get penetrated and save you from some damage. So interesting and nice to know how that probably works. His active skill 1 is very boring. It's just attack. And then we've got his 2. He's got the counter attack with Iframe Ignore, 25% HP heal. It does have incapacitation, so it's removing active buffs. It's got a 100% chance to penetrate. Energy immunity, physical immunity, all damage immunity, and invincible. INO pointed this out, so shout out to you, bro. I think most people just passed over this. He does not penetrate barrier, shield, barrier or shield with this. How big of an effect that's going to have on his overall effectiveness, I don't know. If he couldn't penetrate invincible or all damage immunity or like damage immunity, this would be much worse. But the effects that he can't penetrate, like barrier, just gets ripped off typically, but it will cause some of the damage to get reduced. No super armor. Thanks, Ino. Thank you, bro. Yeah, no super armor either. Yeah, which is the guard break immunity. But that's okay. You know what? I gotta say with the super armor, right? Because most people have... Come on. Guard break immunity somewhere. Most of us don't rely on super armor because it can be penetrated. So that maybe isn't such a concern. We'll see. But yeah, the rescue shield, bro, like you just said, is interesting because Wolverine obviously would be one of our targets, not the main target, because this team targets energy damage dealers. So this is honestly looking like it is set up to punch Madeline Pryor in the mouth. Sounds savage, I know, but that's genuinely what I'm looking at here. It looks like Madeline Pryor's got a nasty TBA. Who else? Emma is going to reflect. No, but she's reflect, but she's a mutant that does energy damage, right? Jean Grey, potentially a mutant in PvP in the future, or now, some cases, that does energy damage. No one's really using Jean Grey in PvP. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see how this works against Wolverine because of the penetration, lacking the ability to penetrate barrier. However, I will say he does have it on the 4, which is, or excuse me, the 3, but this doesn't have high frame ignore. So it's good, dude. There's so much here. We have to wait and see how it works in the game, basically. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. So I think it's just a really well-designed counter for a specific type of team, and I'm here for that. That's cool. Hopefully they're not like useless outside of that. That's my hope. That you wouldn't just buy all 3 of these characters to counter Madeline Pryor. But there would be future value, I would imagine, with more mutants. Anyways, has some other skills here. He does have 35%, has other skills. No, on the 3, he has a 35% penetration to all effects, from what I can see here. Barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincible. Yeah, that looks like everything there. And then an invincible buff here, and not on the 2. Which is interesting. He does have all damage immunity here, but no invincibility. And then he has the invincibility on the 3 skill. And this one also is a summon skill that summons 2 other sentinels onto the battlefield, and they do copy your abilities, which is crazy. And I don't have a lot to say about this, except we're going to have to see if it shows up in PvP, if it has any effectiveness. It might. Enemies might target the clones. They might just act as sort of a buffer to take damage. Who knows? They could be absolutely useless. We'll see. Interesting. We haven't seen any summons in a long time. Like since, I don't know, Mr. Sinister got an upgrade that was terrible. Like the last time we saw any kind of relevant clone. Not even really relevant. Anyways, 4th skill, some damage and a barrier. Nice. Right? Sure. Decreases basic defense as well. And then on the 5, Sentinel Blast, which is just some damage as well. And another buff. A lot of buffs. Am I crazy? No, they're just... You know what's weird? It's not that he has so many buffs. It's that all of his buffs are spread out all over his skills, which is really weird. Barrier on the 4. Frenzy buff on the 5. Penetration here with weird effects. I am excited to see how this pans out, man. It is weird. It is weird. Kitty Pride, yeah, plays way back in the... Oh, Crescent. Thanks, INL. Good call. Crescent does have a summon. That is correct. Anyways, that's it for the uniforms. That was kind of like a lot and a bit all over the place, I feel like. But these patch notes are kind of a lot and a bit all over the place. So we'll see how it goes. Wrapping this up, this clearly looks like a team to me that is obviously designed to hard counter energy damage dealing mutants, but also works just as a reflect team, you guys. This is crazy. Vision's got reflect, Destroyer's got the reflect, Sentinel's got all the buffs, plus iframe ignore. We'll see how this plays out. This is gonna be really interesting. Where's his leadership? Is it just unchanged? Where's my boy's lead? Do you not get one? Because that's where his lead was all allies debuff removal, right? And maybe it still is, but we've got debuff removal for this team on Vision's kit. I better move on because this is going to take a long time. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, his lead's the same. Okay, so he can just give himself debuff removal. Or no, all allies through the lead. So weird. So you like don't need Vision? Strange. Strange. We'll see how it pans out. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. All right, let's move on, man. We got tier 4s all over the place. We got 4 new tier 4 abilities here. Yeah, Ultron's looks pretty interesting, I guess. Yeah, he's got like basically the way this works, he gets max HP to 60%, which is big. And then basically he gets a buff for 7 seconds. Every time you use a skill, it gives him 30% all attack up to 90% for 7 seconds. Effectively just being an attack buff that you need to do a rotation to. You're going to want to pop the tier 4, then do a rotation, right? That kind of thing. However, none of these guys are PvE, so I don't really know. We'll see how this pans out in PvP. Gonna be kind of weird. We'll see. Not super hopeful. Plus tier 4s in PvP. We don't see them all the time. You do see them sometimes. Chain hit damage. Basic damage dealt to enemies with HP high, 40% HP or higher. Pretty PvE leaning artifact. It'll have some effectiveness in PvP, but like Alex mentioned in his video, this is probably just setting Vision up for his next uniform. Excuse me, because they don't plan on keeping him locked into PvP the long term, and we've got Vision Quest coming up, so we may go back to PvE. We've got Destroyer's tier 4 skill. This one is interesting. Chain hit damage, creates a recharge shield, regenerates 35% shield every 1 second, absorbs 30% from normal shield, increases attack by 1% every 1% recharge shield consumed. So basically, he creates a regenerating shield, and as that shield is destroyed, it buffs his attack. It's cool. It's going to be good for a reflect character, I imagine. So pretty clutch looking tier 4. Destroyer. Looking at Sentinel, activation rate when striker skill is used. Buff to the self, increases all basic attacks by 100% for 7 seconds, 60% max HP, recovers 10% of HP for 5 seconds. And I'm assuming this means like every second he gets 10% HP. Not exactly sure how these work, but that's what this to me. Very nice, man. Super straightforward, but very good stuff for PvP. So there you go. Sentinel got his tier 3 skill. Boom. You can watch it if you'd like. Gorgon and Lash got awakened skills. You can watch them if you'd like. Moving on, we got the world boss improvements, guys. I got really excited about this last night. I hope I didn't trick anyone. We're all just speculating, right, while we're watching the lives. This is as exciting for the game as I was excited about it. Just isn't going to work exactly the way I, not even necessarily was hoping, just thought it might. I missed that the training mode is still part of this. So basically the way this is going to work now, and this is kind of rough, but there are basically 3 ways that you're going to play World Boss. You'll have your 5 daily entries. But then after those daily entries are consumed, you will have 2 different modes. Training mode, which is what I missed, and mission mode. Mission mode is going to allow you to continue World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend clears any times as you want, but you still have character restrictions. Characters can't be used you can't use the same team over and over and over again. They will have a daily limit. You can do that in the training mode, but in the training mode, you won't acquire any rewards and you can only do training on stages you've already cleared. With the mission mode, you are going to be able to acquire character potential once per character per day. It works the same. It just basically is making it so you don't have to search for potential in your 5 reward clears, right? Your initial reward clears. You can do your potential searching outside of that, but you only get 1 tick of progress per character per day, right? You can get World Boss Challenge records. So any of the challenges beat with Toxin, 120 seconds, whatever it is, can be completed. But because you cannot use the same team over and over again, we're still going to be gated, you know, by so many clears of each stage. This is going to take time. I got excited and I was like, oh, I can get all the World Boss Ultimate booty boxes from all the first clears, all for the super stream for 1 year, because we can just go grind them out. No, this is something that's going to take a long time because you have to clear unlocks with a certain character 15 times before you can move on to the next 10 stages. So this is something that's going to be just a bunch of extra rewards for a lot of accounts over a period of time. So grind those out. Grind those out for sure. But yeah, it's something that's going to take some time. Also, I'm sorry, I didn't finish this. I'm getting a little sidetracked. Shield Archive collectibles can be acquired from mission mode. So you're free after your 5 entries. You can go chase your Shield Archive collectibles, which is awesome. Stage clear records. So your personal bests, I think is what this is. Your actual clear times can be recorded. First clear rewards. So that's the booty boxes and stuff for clearing increments of 10 and stuff, or 5, depending. You get your booty boxes. World Boss Unlock Challenge completion counts. So this is, I think I got confused about which of these is which. The challenge record, I'm not sure the difference between the stage clear records, challenge records, and unlock challenge completion counts. I will tell you, 2 out of the 3 of these, I know what they are. One is your ability to record your time on the stage, and the other is the actual challenges that you unlock. The third, I'm not sure. You guys got that? Maybe I'm... Anyways, and then lastly, Shield Special Support Plus benefits will not apply once the basic reward count is exhausted. That kind of just goes without saying, because you don't get anything, I think, that is enhanced with that, but if you do, it won't apply. And that's pretty much it. And then they're nerfing the crap out of some of these bosses, which, I don't know, probably will benefit me knowing how I play this game, but I'm not sure this is the greatest. We'll see. I don't want to see these bosses get nerfed to the point where there's no challenge, but I also don't, like, as they add new, as long as there's pinnacle content for maxed out accounts to chase, I'm fine with older content being made more accessible for newer accounts. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, the training mode button's been separated. I think that was a pretty good summary of what's happening here. Right? Because it's pretty complicated, but there you go. That's a pretty good breakdown of what you're able to do. And do it, because it's going to be crazy rewards, man. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited about that. Let me blow my nose and we'll cover the rest. Oh, boyo. All right. How we doing? Got a boogie? All right. We've got a team-up collection. You don't say. Let's look at the extraordinary characters in this team-up collection. Last night, we were speculating about who could be in this. It could be Doom. It could be Shalabal. It could be Silver Surfer. All of the Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, Crystal. Oh, it could be some cool characters, man. This could be a W. Let's see who they added, guys. Booter Moon? Luke Cage, is that you? T'Challa? What are you doing here? Ant-Man? Ants in the pants? Ants in the pants? Who invited Scott? Get out. This is honestly ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to Bob Sarge. I'm going to read these off to you. I didn't get a chance to put it in the... 2 things. I wanted to shout out someone else too, but I missed it. Oh, Nadar. And the other people that helped me lock in the info on these, the World Boss thing. For checking my... For tempering my expectations. Anyways, guys, this does not look amazing, man. This don't look great. I'm just going to read these off to you. Shout out to Bob Sarge for posting this in the Discord. The translations are a little rough, but I think I've got who everyone is. We've got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, The Thing, Human Torch, as you'd expect, Crystal, She-Hulk, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Moon Girl, Black Panther, Iceman, Medusa, and Luke Cage. Huh? Well, okay. All right. Doesn't affect me, man, but I gotta say, I'm not, like, excited for Wales with this. This seemed like such a good opportunity to put Doom in here. Somebody who is consistently underperforming by just a little bit. Weird. I know not why. Moon Girl's like literally my favorite character in this team up collection. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm a weirdo though. Like my faves are probably She-Hulk and Moon Girl. Those are probably my favorites out of this whole collection. And Invisible Woman. Sue Storm's great. I love Sue Storm. Other than that though, man, this is brutal. But it's okay. I'm not gonna get hung up on it being too negative about it. It's whatever. But that is my main criticism, is that big spenders in Wales, dude, this isn't exciting for them. And for me as a free-to-play, this is a straight nothing burger. I don't interact with these beyond we get the tokens. When we see a pink light, we go in the thing and we go like this. That is literally our only interaction with the system. And so this really is catered more towards spenders in Wales. And this just isn't exciting, man. So kind of an L here, not gonna lie, for this update. This is not great. The Defenders tokens are now available, right, to free-to-plays. That's what I'm seeing here. Let me put it that way. I didn't even realize that could I not get Defenders tokens? Alliance Battle Collection Token The Defenders has been added to the contents of Collection Token Supply Chest, which can be earned upon reaching specific milestones. So yeah, I wasn't even getting these, and I didn't even know or care. Because it just is what it is. I don't pay for them. I don't hunt them. I just do the content, like I said. And then when I see the pink pip, we go do it. So anyways, man, shout out to my boys that are suffering, that spend on the game. It's not, like I said, it's not the end of the world, but just a miss from what I can tell with the characters. Hey, silver lining. Let's not be negative Nancys. Speaking of characters that consistently underperform, the Fantastic Four consistently underperform in PvP, so hopefully this will give them a little bit of juice, and maybe when they step into Otherworld battle, they won't feel as bad. It's not gonna be enough to make them really, really good. We needed to like get this 6 months ago, boyos. We needed to get this when we got the Fantastic Four update. Now the Fantastic Four are 8 months old, 6 months old, and so it's not as effective, right? But anyways, that's the good news, right? And then you've also got literally that's it. I'm not even trying to be a butthole. That's like it. Medusa is the support character. Crystal has nothing to provide. She-Hulk is a support leadership at best. Scott Lang, we're not going to talk about Scott. He lives in the walls like Bruno. Black Panther, you've played the game for a while, you know the story. It's sad. Anyways, let's get out of here, man. Moving on, we got some new artifacts in the game, bros. We got some new artifacts. We got Vision coming in hot with this support artifact for machine allies. Recovers HP by 70% and an additional 0.3% of total instinct, up to 200%. And this is just a freaking whopping heal for machine allies, dudes. When I told you I thought they kind of cooked here, we're going to see. We got to see it in action, but just, you start like seeing the pieces come together, right? If you've got Vision with this artifact, dude, and you've got Destroyer, bro, with that tier 4, and then when Destroyer gets dropped down to 40%, he's going to heal basically 100% of its HP back, stacking up with all these other things. It could get kind of crazy, man. This Reflect team could, and it will, could get kind of crazy. It looks like they put some thought into this. We got Sentinel's artifact, increases max HP by 20% and an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. Ignores non-boss enemy damage decrease by 30%. There's some places here it looks like they weren't messing around, man. They weren't messing around with this team. That's another pretty spicy artifact. Am I wrong? I've been wrong. I don't consider myself like an expert on this game, but it seems to me the main PvP dude in this update getting a max HP and enemy damage decrease ignore artifact is pretty savage. Pretty savage. Gorgon is getting an artifact, damage and damage, and Lash is getting an artifact. Oh, excuse me, damage 2, damage received for Gorgon. Let's be factual. Ignores target's dodge rate and increases all attacks. So boring because they're not very good, so it doesn't really matter. Got a new Future Pass started. It is the same. We got some pretty juicy looking icons here. I gotta say, this one's my fave with Destroyer. I could pass on the rest. The Sentinel one is pretty boss. Sad Sentinel in the rain. Looks like Oregon. It's great. New uniform collection, Demiurge for the reward, hot deals updated. Woo. Some other improvements and changes. Team Battle Arena. A favorites system and filter function have been added to the search feature. Hallelujah! It's actually really nice quality of life, guys. Like, super nice. No more scrolling all the way down to the bottom to look for your Agent Venom if he's 1 star or whatever. You can slap a favorite on the dude, and he'll be up at the top. You can slap favorites on all your often used characters, all your supports. You don't have to dig through them to find the PvP ones. Anyways, very, very nice. Cost filters, a lot of updates to the UI for Team Battle Arena, which is absolutely awesome. I like to see that. When attempting to equip a new custom gear, while a CTP grade custom gear is already equipped, the warning pop-up has been improved to clearly display which CTP will be destroyed. I can't be mad at this. Newer players to the game, it is not like you don't necessarily intuit that you're not able to swap equipment in this game. So the game being very loud about the fact that you're about to destroy a CTP, I think is fantastic. All I have to say about that. Dimension missions, the purchase quantities in the materials tab have been upped. That's great. That's more gook. More gook for us every day, boyos. I wonder what increased to, though. Maybe 1,000 gook instead of 500? Something like that. But anyways, we'll be good there. Love to see it. Giant boss raid, the available quick chat phrases have been updated. Before they were attack, watch out, I need some support, and thank you. Now they are spread out, assemble here, I'm sorry, and thank you very much. All right, I like that. Thank you very much is a fantastic upgrade. It's like a tier 3. The display custom gear setting in my team screen will now persist even after restarting the game. Sweet. World event, after completing 2 participations, the world event will now collectively show as completed on the content status board, and the heroes, when a hero skill reaches its maximum level through upgrading, the upgrade screen will no longer automatically close. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Fixed an alliance battle issue in training mode where selecting a different difficulty after choosing a non-current round would cause the selection to revert to the current day's round. I wish you would have just made it so in training your character setup stayed when you return back. Like if you go to your roster and then you come back to the training mode for alliance battle, it removes your entire team, which is pretty annoying. Like if you go to load a striker. Anyways. And in story mode, they fixed an issue where some people were getting stuck on stage 4-1, which is great because getting stuck when you autoplay sucks. We will return with various content improvements, so please stay tuned. Thank you. I got one more thing to say. Oh, that was a mouthful. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. That was a ton. Holy smokes. Let me get BlueStacks moved back on over here. Boom. Pow. Whoa. They did show us a little sneak peekery of the Cosmic Invasion collab that we're getting. If you don't want to know about this, plug your ears. It looks like we are getting uniforms and upgrades potentially for Richard Rider and Phyla-Vell. 2 more Universal characters. So, I imagine we're getting an event with Titans records in it and books of Ashantis. That's my guess. What's up, Ajit Singh? How you doing, man? What's up, Pokemaster? What's up, King Anime? Thanks for being here, guys. Good to see you. What's up, Arif? How you doing, bro? Pharrell, what's going on, dude? Anyone else I missed while I was doing all that? What's up? Thanks for being here. Let's get into this thing, man. Let's do some stuff. Holy smokes. Let's move. That was a lot of text. That was a lot of reading. That numbed my mind. Insane. But yeah. I'm excited overall. I think those are some good-looking patch notes on the whole. I think there's some pretty negative things there, but I think there's also some really positive things as well, including those World Boss Legend changes being, World Boss changes, excuse me, not just Legend, being absolutely massive for the game. So really excited to see that. I am excited about this team for PvP. Bit rough for me because even if it's really good and I am excited about it, it's gonna be tough as a free-to-play to buy it. I can't justify buying 3 uniforms at 40% instead of 50 unless they are really good. I'm talking like shutting down Madeline, countering Wolverine, even when he's got the shield, all that stuff. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, Wayne? I hope you're having a good day, bro. Did you just get here? Hello. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good day, brother. All right, we're gonna open this up. Bam. Let's let some people in here. Let them in. That coffee skin. All right, let's jump in. Who's that? We don't have any of those guys tier 3, do we? Any of them? I don't think. Yeah, we got Ultron and Destroyer to tier 2, and Sentinels, not anything, but we'll see. If they're really, really strong, maybe we'll go for it for fun. We're still a ways out for the anniversary, but I don't think so. They have to be really, really strong. They got to be busting stuff up in Otherworld Battle and Team Battle Arena for me to even consider picking up 3 uniforms at 40%. I better not die. That means you have to move, Storm, not get hit over and over and over and over and over again. I'm like scared, bro. I'm switching to Scott. Effects are all bugged out. I can't tell what attacks are going where. Take it away, Scott. Save us. Bam! Just kidding. Psych! Which is sad, because I like these guys. I like the Destroyer. We don't have any like good Reflect characters, really. We have Silver Surfer. I think that's it. So, because the Reflect meta is kind of locked behind a paywall, no? That kind of Madeline. What are people doing now? Is it Maddie and Emma? They're doing like a Madeline Pryor, Emma. I don't know. There's not really a... Well, is there a full Reflect team people are using? I feel like there was, and then they kind of split it up into like 2 teams when we got Madeline. And we got like a Maddie, Emma kind of team. And, well, Shang-Chi is the buns. Poor guy. Poor guy. He's a perfect example of how not to make a Reflect character. We're going to see what happens to Destroyer, too, because he might just get like... just bursted down and destroyed, man. That is one thing to keep in mind with all of these characters is they don't have, like, the only revive is on Ultron, who's the only one who's probably not even worth using in the team. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? Oh, hey. I wanted to post the video this morning that I recorded, but I did get a video recorded. We got the update wrap up for Young Avengers recorded. I just got to get it all put together. So I'm going to be posting that right after the live stream today. If you guys want to give that some love, feel free. It'll be helpful. It's been a while since we posted a video, so the algorithm's probably going to be like, oh yeah. But yeah, if you want to check it out, that'll be posted. It'll be there for people while we got the downtime for the update. So yeah. Check it out if you're interested. It was kind of a long one. I did some yapping. So if you like hearing me talk, that'll be a good one. I think it ended up being like the last one was like 15, 20 minutes or something like that. And this one's almost 40, something like that. I said, go, I'm clicking so hard. Can't click any harder. I so could. Pow! Gotta whip it like a drumstick. AC meta. I suppose everybody that can PvP is part of the AC meta, no? You need a lot of teams for AC. What's up, Shavendra? What's up, Viru? What's going on, guys? Yeah, so Destroyers are definitely a different breed. But, you know, we're always just looking at things on paper, man. We won't know till they're in the game and we're seeing people test them and figuring out what we're looking at here. Because, yeah, Destroyer could just get popped. I doubt it. with the tier 4 and all that juice. I don't think he's just going to get leveled, but could be. Maybe. Never know. Is he really? What are people using, dude? For an anti-null team? Really? That look like? What's up, Steve Rogers? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm over here like, really, bro? AC is kind of a different beast, though, you know? Not also straightforward sometimes with so many characters available, and you're like spreading them out and balancing them to counter in a different way than when you've got TVA with only a couple teams. My null tier 4 with a Mighty Greed got destroyed by a level 68 Kang. Kang can do some crazy stuff, man. Why I didn't. We all went for the middle. Confusing and deadly. Oh wow, yeah, just a full-on reflect stack. Crazy. Interesting. Crazy, but what kind of build do you gotta put on him to make him trigger Null's artifact? Interesting stuff, man. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. What do I got in my notes? Oh, I almost forgot something because I forgot it yesterday, and we should have done it yesterday because I can't show you right now. Bro, one of our own community members, Dark Thor the Dark, got one of the 6-star Kang artifacts from Collector's Hall, dude. Toot toot. So W's in chat for Thor, the Dark One, who got the 6-star Kang artifact. I wanted to shout that out when I could show you guys yesterday, but I totally forgot. So a huge W for our boy who hangs out with the crew. Actually won one of those, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on it in the future. I'll always shout it out if I catch someone I recognize winning one of those. But hey guys, it could be you. It could happen to anyone. But there you go. Anyways, congratulations, dude. That is absolutely awesome. I know it's Kang, which is one you can get, but every 6-star artifact is amazing. So, hey, there you go. This drives me nuts, man. I'm going to leave it and let it sync up till after the stream because it hurts my brain. And then we've got one more thing to talk about, but let's do World Boss first. We just did a ton of talking. Let's go ahead and just do our World Boss, and I'll talk. What are we doing here? Where are we at? Oh, welly, welly, well. You don't say. Welly, welly, well. Interesting. Mayo requirements. Well, we can move that needle. We can move that needle. Oh, let's see. Who do we've got? So Strange can definitely get a clear here. Mephisto, obviously. Let's see how. We're going to want to use Mephisto last. Strange second to last. I don't know, like some people are more effective against her shield, but I don't really know who. Let's see if we can get a clear done with Venom. I think Thor could do... Can we do Thor? Let's see how bad Thor is here. Let's see how this goes down. Yeah, we got a lot of side dishes here. Use him as a backup. There we go. And then we're definitely going to want another striker here. Definitely. We'll go ahead and use Ghost Rider for better chances. Ooh, nice, man. Strange with Kang for the 5th skill co-op. Interesting, dude. We'll give that a shot. Thanks, bro. Save him for the lead. You guys are smart. You guys are so smart. Who's garbage? Who's just like does nothing for it? I don't think Silver Surfer gives us anything. His leads, debuff removal. It does give all basics to all allies, so we'll save that too. That's another good lead we can use for somebody. Loki, you're so useless. Ares. He has a physical attack lead, but I don't think we would use that. We'll use Null here. I think Ares we can toss in here. And Hulk isn't going to have a lot of use. We use him for an empty spot as well. I think that'll work. I also want like sort of a backup just in case we get down to like the last. Oh, he was on Ghost. Don't care about that. And then we're going to want our lightning damage strikers because we are not going to be using Storm on these stages that are difficult. We'll just give her some, give him some of that. That'll work. Oh, they have to get debuff to get it. Thanks, Arif. Yeah. To get the buff, because it's actually part of the debuff removal buff on the leadership. Confusing, but yeah, that makes sense. So that's probably like not even gonna proc. I suppose it's potentially better than nothing though. Anyways, I better focus on it. These aren't guaranteed W's here. Effect got delayed for a long time there. Alright, don't let that hit. Go. Props. That. Hey, it's not gonna let me do that. What is going on? Dude is just jumping all over the place, canceling my attacks. I do not want to, yeah. Oh! Time freeze was savage. This is what I'm worried about. Do not want to die to those. I don't even know if that hit him. That was weird. Oops. Oh, that was brutal. No, but that's okay. Woo, would have got cutscened anyways. Yikes. He did that. Okay. That. No time freeze this time. Oh, what? Bro, I wasn't anywhere near that. Okay. All right. Let's do 5, 4, 0, 2, 6, 3. Typically, if we can pull it off. Bro, this guy bouncing all over the place is genuinely making this. Oh. What? Oh, what? Oh, you're taking so long. Come on, get in here, dude. Jump in. Oh no, this is where we die. Damn it. I hate that. Gets me all the time, dude. I think that dusted us. Ugh. So brutal. That's rough. Yeah, it's a combination of things. Sanji, what's up, homie? How you doing, man? What's up, Magic? What's up, Dark Reflex? What's going on, guys? It's a combination. Frame rate was getting rough. Like I said, they moves a lot, so it keeps like interrupting my rotation. Kind of is what it is. They bounce in and out. We can easily. I just gotta clean it up a bit. Just gotta clean her up a touch. All it's gonna take. That last part, man, that last phase, I usually don't see it because we clip the boss so fast. There is so much purple going on, and I don't know how to catch when that phase is going to happen. I need to pay attention. I think it's like when they both jump up towards the top of the arena there, towards the end of the fight, like sub 10 bars or something like that. No, this is LD player. I don't know. I don't know why it's being kind of, but it is. All good. 2, 5, 0, 4, 6, 3, 5, 4, 2. Get there, nice. 2, 5, 4, 6, but there is no 2 because he's too far away. That's right. 3, 5, 0, 4, 2, 3, 2. And then, like, yeah, I don't, if I do my combo, it's going to ruin the sitting. Weird. Dude, I don't know what is going on, too, and targeting him. It is being so bizarre. Go. Go. Okay. No. I'm lost. I can't use my skills. I'm like locked in some kind of animation. I have no idea what's going on. Like targeting the wrong boss here. Holy man, it really is crazy. It's like targeting is just all over the place. Yo, whoa, where are you going, buddy? Dude, holy smokes. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Nope, nope. Lucky, all damage immune and stuff. Not gonna hit. Oh, golly. Back. Fucking kill me. So close. We're gonna die. Oh. I don't like it. Where they try to kill me. Stay safe for a second instead. And then swap. I said and then swap. Bro, this is the spot where they kill me. No, I can't move. I'm stuck. What on earth, dude? Oh, shoot, that was so wild. They're just like, psych, sucker. I was just completely locked down. I could not use any skills or do anything. They're like, oh no, you're gonna sit in it, bro. If you live, you live. If you don't, get up on out of here. Yo, what up, Nadar? Yeah, I don't know. I'm also, dude, just like, I still kind of just like bash my face against it until it goes down. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, Sanjeev. You're watching, I'm playing. It's kind of different, you know? Anyways, absolute success. Couldn't have gone any better, really. Think about it. About as good as it gets. Who's next? Let's go with like, I mean, I don't know how high we're going to be able to do this without it becoming extraordinarily painful. Although Thor's not our best character at all. Let's see what we can get done with a... What's the plan? I mean, I really could do enough teams to try and do all 5 entries here almost. Well, 4. 4 of the 5 entries. Because we could line this up into 3, excuse me, reasonably successful teams. Yeah, Venom next. Venom, then Strange, then Mephisto, yeah? I think that is the play. No Bob for, so we do like that, maybe? And then, well, he self-leads. Mephisto self-leads. And we got a lead here, so actually we could have used Bob for Thor. But I think Thor's, that's questionable. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We'll run this. Although, don't we get like a, yeah, we get a team up with Null, so it doesn't even really matter. Yeah, I can try either. I don't know if my Ghost Rider is going to do better than Strange, you know what I mean? My Ghost Rider has some issues. Let's see. Speaking of Ghost, let's grab that guy. There we go. And we are on stage 11, right? Yeah. We did bump it up. Yeah. Go. Physical strikers. Or you come back. We could just take all back. Save the leadership strikers and stuff. Yeah, let's see how that does. I didn't say that it wasn't that, LH. I didn't say that it wasn't that. Oh no, sir, I didn't. Actually, don't know if I actually do know how to play Ghost Rider, and I just, like, don't do it. What? I don't know. I may be, like, way off. I don't know. What's up, Pickety Packety? How you doing, bro? That didn't feel great. Forgot about the one. Forgot about that thing. It just totally screwed me up. That's all good. Yeah, golly, that messes me up. That's really annoying. I don't think I'm going to do that. Irritating, and here I don't think it adds next to anything, if anything at all. Question. Does it even do anything? Get in there. Very triggering. I don't remember this guy moving so much and giving me so much grief with targeting. That's probably because they usually don't live for very long. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got like sticky keys today or something, or stupid fingers. One or the other. I cannot hit any buttons to save my life. Truly, to save my life. Grabbing me newts. Yeah, and yeah, brutal. Skill issues, frame rate issues, all kinds of issues. Oh boy. Guess we're doing the cinematic finish, because range, again. Woo! There we go. That was significantly easier. I'm with INL for what? What up, Goat? How you doing, buddy? Bro called it, by the way. Hey, I'm a big boy. I can admit it. Goat called it, bro. Goat was the prognosticator. Goat Stradamus over here. He knew the future. Knew what was coming. Hey, if you're hyped for one, you gotta be hyped for three, because they're a team. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Destroyer might work standalone as a reflect pylon in a lot of cases. We'll see. Be interesting. I don't know though. I don't know. Let's see here. Who was next? It was Strange Rider. So whoever, whoever does better here. I probably do better with Strange. I'll just find it easier to maneuver with the V-pad on the force skill and stuff. Yeah, Ghost Rider gets stuck standing in place like an absolute moron. We'll probably just do it with Strange, but let's get in here. And we can give them both a striker for sure. I forgot you. We're gonna need a different striker. Potentially. Probably would have done okay with that one. Better. And there we go. We don't... Yeah, this one. None of these are set up very well. There we go. That'll work. I don't think those are very good, but that's all right. Hyped for all 6. Golly. That's a good attitude. I like that. I got turned around. Funny. Literally just started like daydreaming while we were doing this. Oh boy. I was about to die. So close. Falling over there. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's gonna be close. Whoa! Yeah, I think it's this boss. The frame rate is god awful. Struggling. Minute left? I don't know, man. Hope we can put in some damage against Proxima. Could do more if I did it right. Oh my god, just out of range of everything. I freaking hate it. I hate it. Yeah, that's not good. That's choke, 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 choke. time. I don't want to use Ghost Rider. Yeah, but we got to. Or just be better with Strange, and I think using Ghost Rider might be the way to go. Let's try one with Ghost Rider and see how it goes. We can definitely do this here instead. Ability. Go with. Oh, this is such a mess. It's so ugly to look at. Just the list of icons and abilities with no, like, rhyme or reason. That. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, Ghost Rider with the juice. Oh, I should have. No, he's got the striker he needs. He's got like Scarlet Witch. We're good. We're good. Dude, the range issues are just insane. Do it now. Yeah. Yeah, the biggest, I think the number one reason I kind of can't stand playing Ghost Rider is it is likely the worst visual clarity out of any uniform I own. It's so rough. I can't see anything that's going on, and my old ass just can't handle that. It's the 4 skill, I always forget. Really annoying, so you gotta bust it first. Yeah, it's really tough. I can't see where I'm at, where the boss is, what's going on. It just looks like kind of the same thing with Mephisto, but with Mephisto, at least he does so much damage that he just absolutely obliterates everything, regardless or what you can see. The blue effect? I don't know what you mean, the blue effect. What's up, Said? Doing good, man. Focusing, trying to get through these. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. 100%, dude. I agree, Goat. Plus, I kind of feel like we should have just known, like we kind of seen it coming, that this was going to be a PvP team just by who was in the update. You know what I mean? It is interesting, though, that it looks like, from what I can tell, there is no PvE character in this update. We'll see what happens. Lavelle and Richard Nova are both supports. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Oh, the blur effect. Yeah. But that's, honestly, the blur effect isn't the issue, Blaze. It's the fire everywhere. It's the 6 skill and the chains and the fire and everything I just can't see. Can't see nothing. Not to mention, I can't play anyways, so it's not like it really matters. Let's work on that, and then we'll worry about it. See, like, I can't see when the chains hit. I just have to, like, time it in my head, because I don't really know, man. I don't even know how that's supposed to line up. I think you're just supposed to be able to move faster through the skills or whatever, but I don't / can't. And yeah, it just makes everything line up really poorly for Ghost Rider for me. Everything is like consistently just feels wonk, like with the proc. It's never in the right place for me. But is this not like what you're supposed to do? Sort of. You're supposed to do 5, 1, 2, 3, wait for the 3 to slam the chains down, then hit 4, right? And when you've got the tier 3, you're supposed to go 5, 1, 2, 3. Chains hit, 6, very slight delay, 4, right? Should have got the 0 in there, then the 4. The tier 4, then the 4. It's not 0 for you guys, right? Am I wrong? That is like his rotation, right? You can do like on that first rotation, I do like 1, 2, 3 slams, then the 4, and then you sneak in like a 1 before the rotation, I guess. So you can do 5, 2, 3, or 5, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and get the extra charge for the 6 on that second rotation, something like that. I think that's it. I don't know, because I was doing other weird wonky stuff before and it was not good. Turned out just lining up the 5-1-2-3 rotation did a lot better, but it still doesn't feel great because the proc never lines up. Sure. Not, man. If it helps the frame rate or whatever, might as well. Yeah, it's the blur effect, right? Wherever that's at. Got this. Yeah, I usually have some of this off. I had to reinstall, so it got reset. Oops. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa there, fella. No, and I will never play on very low graphics. It doesn't even help. It just makes the game look like diarrhea. Just makes the game look like diarrhea. I'm waiting for someone to confirm that that is, in fact, the basics of how you're supposed to play Ghost Rider. I'm trying to make sure I'm not, like, doing something totally backwards, because when I play him, nothing lines up. And it could just be because I'm slow. And that would be understandable. But, oh, you won't see the spider. It just makes everything so pixelated and like, foggy. It just kills me. Feels like I'm looking at a Super Nintendo playing in fast forward. It just feels gross. Yeah, maybe medium. Maybe that's a good idea, but I don't know if that gets rid of the spider and stuff. 3, man, 3! You're killing me, bro. Couldn't do this right if I wanted. Okay, okay. Help me out here, guys. Let's learn something. Like, legitimately, this is irritating me. Well, 2-1-3 or 1-2-3. Yeah, are you just, yeah, 2-1-3 is just doing them across. Yeah. So cancel 3, delay, cancel 4. Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? So I don't understand why it is the ultimate challenge. Dude, should it just not line up? I just need someone to be like, dude, Ghost Rider's proc never lines up. You just let it do its thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it just never seems to line up for me. It is dancing like all over the place. Back, forth, and here, then there, meaning that the rotation just doesn't fit into that window correctly. Oh, do we not see the proc in the skill preview? Oh, yeah, because you don't have your gear and stuff. That's right. Tier 3 is ready before the 3rd skill. But what does that mean? Like, I don't... Okay. Yeah, it is. It ends up in front of the rotation stuff. I don't know. It's confusing. Ghost Rider's rotation's weird. I'm confused about, like, I think other people. I would imagine. It's very strange. LD player is what we're using. Interesting, Sanjeev. Interesting. No, I will not. I absolutely will not. I don't care if it tanks my gameplay. I don't care if I can't push. I'm not playing on very low. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Sanjeev? You want a live stream that looks like this? Actually, it looks better to you guys. This literally fries my eyeballs. It hurts my eyes. It makes everything on my monitor blurry, pixelated garbage. Not even being like, just genuinely being real with you guys. It like hurts my eyes. It's so bad. I can't even look at it. Woo! Okay, just for you, Sanjeev, because I like ya. Let's do it. But I can't even do the rotation, so I don't know how this is gonna help us. No, we'll see. I see what you mean about using it before the 3 sometimes. Is that gonna, I don't know, is that gonna line it up better with the proc or something? I don't know. We'll see. Well, let's give Sanjeev his very low. And I'm honestly, guys, I'll probably run these to push, but we don't have to worry about this, dude. In a couple hours, we're gonna do one more attempt here just for fun to practice Ghost Rider. In a couple hours, this is gonna be significantly easier. If we want to push, see, that's not necessarily true. It like is like if this was World Boss of the Day, actually not true. There are certain circumstances where I don't have enough tier 4s to both run the World Boss of the Day on World Boss Legend Plus and then come back and push. The restrictions of using characters once per day is actually gonna, you know, show up. It's gonna be something you gotta deal with. 3, slam 4. Okay, the proc is in the right place. And then 1, right? 5, 2, 3, 0, 6, 4. I think it's speed. I think it just with Ghost Rider, it kills me. Yeah, there's the proc. And that's the one, I don't know. And now the proc is inside out. Now it's reversed, right? So I don't know how to get it back, man. Yeah, this is where you're like 6, 3 faster than that though. And then 4, right? What you talking about, but no, it's just strange. It's hard for me to get my head around. I don't know why. This is just my guy that I struggle with. Yeah, like right here, again, we're gonna get 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, boom. And you can just do that, right? Why am I not doing that? What's wrong with that? Oh, I think I did. Now I can't tell if I hit the 6 or not because none of the effects show up. This is great. I can see myself. I can see what I'm doing. But, but I can't tell if I actually hit the skill or not. Pretty funny. All right, so we're gonna slam right back into 0, 5, 1, 2, 3. Slam 4. It's a little late there. And we'll go into a cutscene. Okay. And we're just gonna wait here. We're gonna do our little dance, make our little love. Ow, ow, ouch. We're gonna get hit like an absolute noob. Good, it's good. All right, let's just bam, boom, boom. A little delayed because my fingers wouldn't move, and there we go. Almost in the proc window. But now it's gonna hit my next proc, right? From the lingering damage. No? No! Shocking! Hey. Oops. And there I could have used the 6 before the 3, right? That was one of those. And it probably would have helped keep the proc straight. Learning is so good. It's so good. Yeah, Ghost Rider's just so much better than I make him because I'm so bad at him. This is already, like, I think we're doing more damage than we were just from, like, paying a little bit more attention and from having the graphics turned down so that I can see where the hell my character is, which is big. And probably not today, homie, but I really appreciate that, and I would love to do some more of that soon. You guys know I actually do enjoy trying to improve. Just hard to do it live sometimes. But I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I'll try and remember. I'm really busy the next couple days. I got a lot going on. Should have used the 6, but I got scared, man. I got scared. These guys are angry or something. They're coming at me, bro. They're coming at me, bro. Woo! Now do the thing. Oh, the range issues are so real. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what's going on. I think we kind of hit that on point, though. Let's wait. Just chill. Co-op. 1, 2, 3. Give me that 6 skill. Let's go 6 and then 4. All right, line up another proper rope once we get Corvus back. Boom, 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 boom. Slam 4. And let's just get one more good rotation in here. We got 5, 1, 2, 6, 3, and slam 4. And there you go with 47 seconds to spare. So practice, get better. Don't be afraid to admit your weaknesses. This is why I self-deprecate all the time and make fun of myself for being bad, because it reminds me that improvement is always a possibility. No. I'm not the best at video games. I stick to them. I grind. I'm good at grinding. But yeah, I got art brain, man. It goes all over the place. It's crazy, like linguistic scatterbrain. It's not good for this kind of stuff. But yeah, we make it. We make do, right? We'll work on that. I'll get in VC with you guys. Maybe we'll figure out Ghost Rider literally the day we replace him. What do you think? Yeah, I know I'm not gonna lie. Again, which also, you try to be strong enough to admit when you're wrong. And though I am not wrong that I'm not gonna play the game like this on stream, Sanjeev, you're probably right. That made a huge difference just because of the, yeah, like you're talking about, it's input lag, right? A lot of the times the key presses don't communicate correctly because things get bogged down and the game still thinks it's doing something it's not, basically. Well, it is doing it, but it's taking too many frames to do it. They're like, anyways, awesome, dude, awesome. Anyways, we got one more clear. Let's go ahead and try and do it. Why not? This is kind of taking forever, but hey, hope you guys wanted a long live stream today because we got one. What is it? It's Tuesday today, right? So patch day. Get our patch. Game goes down. Oh, 3 o'clock my time. It's long downtime. So it's like, I think 3 p.m. my time to midnight. So don't forget to, couple things. Don't forget, if you're keen on trying to unlock potential, simply don't use those characters in world boss. Because of the changes, you should still be able to search for potential even if you use your entries like I'm doing. Excuse me. So like, for example, if I wanted to get Ultron and Destroyer's potentials, we could still do that because we can just come back in mission mode after the update. But keep in mind, if you use them as strikers in World Boss Legend, I think, or anything like that, you will not be able to get their potential. Something to just keep in mind. And let's do this last one here. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just do an all ladies clear on like stage 1 for fun. That's what we'll do. As for strikers, for this gentleman, here, you can take this. And let's see if we can get it done with Mephisto. I'll probably find a way to embarrass myself. Let's go. I'm gonna find a way to like screw this up with triple revive. Let's go. That's funny. I could have used the co-op. That'd be a good start. Let's go ahead and throw that in somewhere whenever the game will let me. There we go. I got lost. I got lost. One's over there, dude. Oh, yeah. Get the town. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Yeah, there's so many things range-wise in this fight that just gotta get in the way. Stinkers. Are we using the best striker? I don't, dude. Yeah, there's a good idea, Mephisto. Run up and kick her in the face right when she's doing her big purple attack. That's a genius plan, bro. You're an absolute master of devious schemes. Are we just like, I feel like I'm dying. Am I dying? Have we died? No, no, doesn't look like it. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about dying. There we go. I think we died. Yeah, we died. There we go. We died. No. No, she's gonna do the thing. They're gonna do the thing and try to kill me, I swear. Golly, with like 3 minutes left on the clock, completely improper rotations, no attention paid to where my proc was lining up, and that's how dude Mephisto, you crazy. You're crazy. Good rewards, too. Yay. Pushing through a couple stages, bros. Even the terrible can make it to the top. Let's go, baby. All right, time for that all-female clear. Let's go. Make it easy, though. Let's take a break. I don't know why I cleared those guys out. Get out of here. Yeah, we'll just... Because Storm's great. So we'll take her. We'll take Wanda, too. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of that today. Plus, we only have like 2, so we can't. This is fantastic. I didn't know. In fact, just cuz. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 No. No. No Wanda lead. No proper striker. No proper strikers. I am the mistress of the element. Bow before me. Straight up. My elements are so mistressed. You guys don't stand a chance. Not a single, solitary chance. The mistressing is far too strong. Not really the mistress of tanking damage, though. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely the mistress of dishing it out, though. Hey-o! Good question, Viru. I don't know, dude. Logan's the plan, but we're gonna see how Logan's value is or is not impacted by this team that just joined our ranks, or is about to, in some hours. It's an energy reflect team, so I don't think the team itself is gonna be a particular threat to Wolverine. But it's possible that comboing Sentry in certain teams is going to be really brutal for mutants, potentially. So we'll see. Because not only does... It's not like Ghost Rider where he just gets like a damage buff, like a buff against villains. He actually just has a static, massive buff of damage to mutants and a static, massive decrease damage from mutants. So of course, we'll have to see how it all plays out when we get to get the actual patch. But yeah, we'll see. All right, man, let's grab a Universal Titans record because I'm pretty sure that's the ones we're going to need since it's the only ones we need. I'm about to figure this out because that's about enough of my inbox absolutely bloating with Macron shards because I don't want to. I don't know. I'm about to just like sell some. Get them out of here. Get him out of here! Whoa, Destroyer. All right. Okay, so moving on. We were supposed to do PvP. I may not have time, guys. We're almost at 2 hours. Yeah, we do. We've got time. Who am I joking? What else do we got to talk about? The thing that I wanted to talk about that we never talked about. So we got these CTPs in the game. These things you may have heard about called Celestial Technology Packs, right? Or Celestial Tech Packs. I agree. We need fodder. There need to be bad ones. And in a system like this, you typically want to... Actually, there don't need to be. You could just have to make a choice which CTP you need more and which ones you're willing to use as fodder. So I take that back. I'm perfectly comfortable with them unishifying all of the CTP. But this is the one I wanted to talk about. And sorry if this is boring. I know a lot of people know about this. First thing to say, definitely curious if this works on Ultron. And when I say works, I just mean offers him penetration, guard break immunity, and you could roll it with all attack, all defense to give him some more defense in PvP. I wish they would rework this CTP so bad. So bad. This would fix so many of the issues. I can't tell if, like, because I'm not a master of understanding this game by any stretch, but I can't tell if they just don't understand this or are like this is working as intended. Like what they're doing is what they're intending to do. Characters without penetration feel poupée. And if you could take this CTP, which also feels poupée, and use it to make those characters powerful, this would be awesome, dude. Why wouldn't you do that? It's such a W for all involved. It's a W for us. It's a W for them. It makes these desirable. I think all you really need to do here is change the top proc and increase this to like 50%. I do not know exactly the difference in feel, basically, or effectiveness between like 80% penetration and 30. Obviously, there's a big difference, but I don't know if 30% penetration is basically like, that ain't gonna cut it. But whatever it is that would be reasonable, just change this number to be reasonable, and then give the top proc something PvP relevant instead of this crap. And this becomes a valuable, balanced, good CTP. And it allows them to do this thing that they like to do. Manipulate really isn't the, let's use the word encourage, where they encourage people to get artifacts, CTPs, outside things to help make a character work, to like bring them online. What a perfect opportunity to put characters in the game that are PvP characters, but aren't meant to be top meta, so they don't necessarily need the conquest. Give them decent defense and just make it so you have to make up for the lack of penetration by using a CTP in the game that no one hardly use it. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. I thought it was a good chance to come back and talk about this. I hope they rework it. It would fill that niche so well. It just like is that CTP. Maybe change the crit damage or not. You could leave it, but, and honestly, you could rework the whole thing, but if you replace the single skill damage proc with something a little more PvP relevant, and you replace the crit damage with something, you like rework the whole CTP, it kind of becomes too good in my opinion. So there's no problem with it having like crit damage or something a little less desirable if it offers realistic penetration to your skills. So I don't know, just a thought. This is where my mind went when I first read Ultron's patch notes. This is exactly where my mind went. I went, oh, give him a CTP destruction and watch it not quite be good enough. Because that's probably what's going to happen if you go that route. I do not think this is going to like turn Ultron into a Bamf all of a sudden and he's just going to be getting it done. I do think the 30% is too low. I think the other stats on this CTP are too undesirable to be that valuable. However, as far as I know, this is the only way to give a character penetration. CTPs are kind of the only way to give a character anything that doesn't... Oh, it was the dog. I thought that was thunder. Whoa. Check the Brilly. So yeah, the Brilly should probably be what? So give him like 50 and 60. Up this to 60. Thanks, Wayne. I didn't know that this was actually higher on the penetration, but it makes sense. But still probably a bit too low, eh? And at the brilliant level, it's really this too that I think just needs to be something different. This is supposed to be, I think, a hybrid PvP, PvE CTP, and hybrid CTPs probably aren't a thing that's really going to work ever, because you're going to get just a subpar CTP for both game modes. So I don't think that having it split like a hybrid like this is a good idea. But I think having slightly less desirable effects on maybe, you know, like crit damage and a damage proc that's not as good as a rage or whatever. Or even, yeah, you do have to be careful because you can't give him like, I think it needs a defensive proc up top. You could leave this alone, give him the 240 for 1 if it lines up. Awesome. Anyways, that's enough yapping about that. But I just think it's a good chance to tell Netmarble, I guess, or whoever, consider a rework for this CTP. It's not a lot of like coding, like a lot of work to change it. I imagine it's quite a bit of work to balance it. But I just feel like it's a win for everybody. Netmarble would see people chasing after destructions all of a sudden. People would be chasing them down for their characters. Yeah, I don't know. Jean, no barking, honey. Quiet. Good girl. I think her friend is outside. So upset that she's not out there too. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. Let's do Alliance Battle real quick. I forgot we hadn't even done it yet. Is it infinite today? No, God. I was like, that doesn't even work. What day of the week is it? We got Universal Human and Mutant Male. Not our best days. I think that's Wanda for Universal Human for us. Gene, I'm gonna kick you out of here, honey. Yeah, you guys can hear her, huh? You guys hear her going brrr in the background? I'm checking if it's triggering the mic. Not really, but when I've got the mic open from talking, you can probably hear it. Who's jumping in here, man? Who's taking over AV normal? I'm thinking... Who just hasn't had a showcase in a while? Man, all these ladies is bad. Go take it away, Danvers. We built her. Let's use her. We got meta. AB normal meta. Yeah, you can hear her back there go brrr. We got her not to, it's like, yeah, I love my dog. I'm a strict dog dad. I've gotten her to, she's really triggered to bark at things that go by, like a lot of dogs are. It's tough for us because I stream, obviously, and she's in here with me. Wife's asleep in the morning, so it's not optimal. What you got? Go. The penetration. Are you talking about the penetration effect? Like where it just kind of like auto guard breaks them? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's different. Or am I missing something huge? Anyways, we've gotten her to stop like barking, but now she just goes, and it's like, I feel bad trying to get her to stop because it's so ingrained in who she is as a dog. But it's terribly annoying because she'll go on at length and she just sounds like a freaking, like there's a vibrator sitting in the windowsill over there. That was a bit much, sorry. But yeah, it's pretty annoying. Yeah, it's different, dude. The penetration effect just kind of like, I think it's not penetration like all your moves penetrate guard, invincible barrier. It's an effect that just interrupts the character no matter what, and it's kind of like a hard guard break. Full stop. No immunity to it. There's nothing you can do about it. No super guard break immunity helps. It just kind of guard breaks you. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I like it when I say things and then somebody confirms I'm not. Nice. All right. Let's see. We got Wanda. Who's helping her out? Yeah, that's not, I guess like that. We could check, but I don't think she's got, no, that's up at the top, like you guys showed me. Not there, it doesn't exist. Let's grab, we got silence today? She's got silence, right? Yeah, she's got like all the cancels, don't she? Is she missing anything? I'm not going to look through the skills to find out right now, but is she missing any cancels or does she have them all? Anyone know off the top of their head? She has many different cancels. That is for sure. Let's see. That ain't, nope. That's what we... She does not have shock. There it is. I do, man. I've learned so much about this game, Goat, in the last year. It's freaking insane how many things I've learned about this game. It's kind of gross, honestly. Kind of gross. All right, let's do this thing, man. I think our Dr. Voodoo actually does more damage potentially as a striker. I'm getting tired, I'm not gonna lie, so let's see how it goes. Be nice to your guy, be kind. Definitely feeling, I woke up way too early. Got up at like 4 o'clock to start working on that video and going over the patch notes and everything. Do my best. Wasn't. don't think I technically got either of those. But that's okay. I especially feel bad when it's Rusty Noodles, man, because she loves that dog. She wants to go out and play with him so bad. Go, let's go. That is a fantastic one and done score for us. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. 16 mil, first try. Onward. Don't look back. That'll work. I don't know, guys. This is Gene, quiet. You gotta stop. Yeah, good girl. You gotta stop. Quiet. Outside. No. Forced your way right back in here. But it's not even noodle. Cool. Oh, come here. This is how we're gonna do it now. Oh. Miss Jean Bean is over here throwing a fit, running around the house, telling me how it is, who it is, where it's gonna be, what it's gonna be. She doesn't know anything. It wasn't even Rusty Noodles. It was my nice neighbor. And I think Jean Bean needs to just settle down. All right, who are we taking here? What are we doing? Where are we? Who is this? Let's see. We use Logan, right? It's something like this. She's kind of heavy, y'all. Kind of heavy. All right. Hey, Gene, knock it off. I'm done. Last chance. I don't like putting you in the kennel, but you're being ridiculous. My goodness. Sorry, fellas. Excuse me. She's really driving me nuts. She's just sitting in my right ear going, brrr. At least learn how to do your metal growls properly. Yeah, and then it's like whatever for the last, I think we used freaking Beast. And yeah, Wolverine did the deed. Did more damage. But can't use a striker. Hey, what up, Cosmic Gamer? I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Excited for the update, man. Tired, like bread thin, like too little butter over too much bread. Isn't that what Bilbo Baggins said? Something like that. But doing really good, man. I hope you're doing well. You're doing good, man. Let's see. Let's just get this done so I can move on. Whew. What? Oh boy. Maybe. I don't know. What's up, Saksham? How you doing, bro? I don't know. This is kind of one of those days for us that's just a bit of a joke. Bit of a joke. It's not so bad. I mean, if I try a little bit, we can get some score here. Really hard to line up this proc with all the ads, but it works sometimes, just not with the tier 3 skill. Like right here. Just cannot get it fast enough. Yeah, I even missed. Well, I got... Man, I should remember the cancel. Do we have a cancel? Like, at all? Dude, stop! Okay, give me just a sec, guys. I'm sorry. I can't. That's crazy to try and live stream. Somebody... I'm like... Whew, that's too much. It can only go on for so long before my brains turn to mush. All right, Cyclops got the cancel. Cyclops got the cancel. Golly. Oh, better. Oh! That's ugly. It's so hard to do on this numpad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's insane. It's such a, like, precise movement. Each skill has to be depressed individually, but they have to be done fast enough to cause the proc to trigger correctly, which is insanely difficult on this numpad. Yeah, it's like ungettable for me with the 6th skill for whatever reason. I mean, the reason is obvious. I just can't quite line it up. It's really difficult to rip through the keys that fast. And with Wolverine, it's like, I can go faster, but if I go much faster, I tend to miss the 3. And if you miss the 3, you don't get the 6, and then it definitely doesn't line up. It's pretty brutal. Probably better, like, if I wanted the best score I could get here, to slow down and try and just hit each key. I think so, yeah. Are we, I don't know. Yeah, I might hit, you know what? I almost got a good point. Go tank the graphics again. Can I do that from in here? Dang it. So nice. That'd be so shows what Sanjeev knows. Da, 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 da. Hey, I'm down to try this, like, especially because this is specifically what I think doing this will help with. Let's see if it makes a difference. It may not. Oh, God, that was making my blood boil, man. It's one of those things where there's like a noise in the background and it's just grinding on you. And then you like turn off whatever fan or whatever it was and you're just like, oh, goodness. All right. I know. That was even sloppy. Don't tell me what to do. Still with the 3. It just does not want. It does not like moving fast on the keys. Does not like it. Very hard to do. Nah, you don't even get an effect when you pick up the light. It's funny. Yeah, it's just very difficult to do that consistently. When am I allowed to hit the co-op skill? Never, then, is the answer. You're not allowed to use the co-op because it's going to mess up your proc. Oh! We'll do one more here. We'll try it Sanjeev's way. When do you use it? You don't use it. When would you use it? After 5, I guess. Never. Yeah, never is kind of the answer, eh? Didn't get the proc though. Didn't get it. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think you just kind of hammer our way through it because we get right around 2.5 mil, so min-maxing anything just probably isn't worth it at all at this point. Fun, but not worth it. Yeah, you guys see that? It's like 1, 2, 3, and the 3 hits, but it thinks the 2 is still depressed. So it won't do the 3. It's so obnoxious. Because, like, if you guys had a hand cam, you could see I'm going like, bam, 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 just like, drat, 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 drat. I've played a lot of music, boyos. But it's just like, yeah. Got a controller. I need to try a controller of some kind. Although, I don't know how you guys do the thumb crap. I don't know if at this point I could go back. I don't know if I can go back to using a thumb. Yeah, it just simply will not do it. I can't go 1, 2, 3 all fast like that. I don't know why, because it works with other characters. It's just crazy. Why would you do that? Oh, and then just do that? Oh, yeah, that might work. Pretty clever. Yeah, there it is. So, not after the 6th skill, but you can do it to, like, line up the 6th skill. That might be effective. That might work. Might work. Nah, dude, forget Gambit, dude. I'm good. I am good. I should not have got Gambit. All right, let's just run. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. We got to get out of here. I got to go. Yeah, but if I like slow it down and intentionally hit the 3 and make it happen, the 6 don't trigger. Crazy. I just hate my life. There we go. Move, yeah, Wolverine. Golly, bro. Pain in my arse. Nope, still. Even with it, like, primed, it still won't work. Wow, missed the light. This is so bad. Ugh. I don't know. I'd wait and see what Sentinel does, Arif, before you buy any mutants right now. At least got to get the cancels, because otherwise we won't get our like score. So irritating. You done, Logan? You done? Golly, big bum. And I think that was like the first proc that actually landed this whole run. That was a good run on the keys, but no dice. That makes no sense. That one was so sloppy. Why of all of the... Okay. That one was the one that shouldn't have worked. Huh. Yeah, there's a trick there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it's what Sanjeev said. You can clear the 1-2 ahead of time and kind of like get them ready. Almost. I'm so glad that that makes Wolverine strike every time you use it. It's so convenient. Oh boy. Nice light, nice. Yeah. I forget you can turn it off. Beautiful. There was the one right when we needed it too. Just absolutely clutch right there at the end. Get us that 2.5 so I can get the heck on out of here. Nice. There we go, man. Woo! What's up, Sharon? How you doing, bro? Change it. Yeah, 30% penetration. Oh, yeah. What's up? They could change it. Lots to just have 30% penetration and the mighty effect to always activate on the bottom. Just give 30% heal. Oh, put the penetration on top? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do to fix that issue, I feel like. Nice. Yeah, could have. But you know what's great, Sanjeev? We got 2.4 million or whatever. Nothing else really. It was great. We are good to go. Oh, God, these graphics. Save us. Save us. All right, guys. Holy smokes. This stream took a toll on me. Tough one. I'm tired. I got to put this video together. That's the plan. I'm going to get it uploaded so you guys can check it out, hopefully. Like I said, would love some support for this one. Because, actually, don't watch it if you... What am I talking about? Who cares? But if you want to watch me yap about this whole last update and all the uniforms and everything in it, I'll be posting that video here in the next hour or two. Feel free to check that out and give it some love, or don't. And yeah, in a couple hours, game gonna go down for maintenance. Let's see what we got, y'all. Boom, boom. Notice timer begins in 5 hours and 11 minutes. So in 5 hours, game's gonna go down. Make sure you get everything done you need to get done in case you need to like be asleep until reset or whatever. Make sure you get everything done because the game's gonna be down a long time. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab some of this really quick before I get out of here. I'm always hoping to get the clutch reward guys here. I should have taken Nadia. We still forgot. We have Crescent. Don't need Satana. Have Quasar. That was our one. Nice. We'll take Electro. Perfect. Right at the cutoff. We'll take Electro. Do not have him. And let's bust out 10 of these. And yeah, I know it. Solid bios right there. 2 bios. There we go. And I'll deal with that later. Anyways, you guys, y'all are great. I hope this update is a banger. Enjoy the world boss stuff. Advice for life. Try not to focus on the negative. Focus on the positive and keep your expectations reasonable. It'll make life far more enjoyable in my humble experience and opinion. So yeah, hopefully some of this is fire. I'm really excited to see how Sentinel pans out. And we'll see you. I'll probably be watching Alex's live stream, but I'm not positive. It's really late my time, but I'll be there to say hi at least. So see you all there. If you enjoyed the stream, had a good time learning anything, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more live stream series, we do it every day at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell to see more notifications about that. I'm Old Gray. This is free to play. I hope you all have a spectacular day. Boom, by Micro Machines. Let's get out of here. All right, machines. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next one. But wait, there's more. We like to do what we can to keep our viewers happy. You know what I'm saying?